So you watch your AE Dynamite. It's funny because I just heard of some real shit on there, and somebody else posted it. Scott Yeager of Challenge Mania. He posted somebody bringing out Nick fucking Gage to AEW.
He's fighting Chris Jericho right now.
What's going on right now?
Right this fucking second, bro. Like,
who's winning? Listen,
that's what I said. Motherfuckers are already bleeding. Like, Chris Jericho just picked up a barbed wire bat. Okay. It's about to get real fucking crazy on TNT.
Let's talk about this. Now, like I said, hold up.
You do realize, like,
now I don't watch a whole bunch of wrestling, but I know who Nick Gage is. I know what Combat Zone is. When ECW went out, Combat Zone, they filled that gap. Pause. So, I like Nick Gage. I like him a lot, even though he's a fuck up. There's a special place in my heart for fuck ups. He's not that great of a wrestler. Jericho is one of the best of our time. And he's proven that.
Time and time again, reinvention after reinvention.
He proven that in the fucking 90s. Now, how hard it was in the 90s with The Rock and Stone Cold and Triple H stomping out any kind of a push for anybody who wasn't them.
Can we just go ahead and acknowledge and give the flowers to Chris Jericho?
Absolutely.
Shitty pandemic person he might have been, but he is the first ever undisputed WWE champion, and he beat Stone Cold and Triple H in the same fucking night to become that.
And one claim too, so.
Come on.
Now, I think, this is really awesome. Like I said, Jericho is one of the best to ever do it. He's been killing it, and he's doing Nick Gage.
Like,
he's fighting Nick Gage. First off, this is great for Nick Gage, who got a lot of publicity with that Dark Side of the Ring. Right. That really introduced him to a lot of people. And I really love that because he's always been, is either he's been one of those guys, if you know, you know.
Right.
And people only know him for, and actually the Dave Arquette documentary too. He was featured prominently in that.
Such a good fucking
because he almost killed Dave Arquette. It was.
Right.
So it's great for him. He's riding a high publicity wave, and he's definitely a guy who loves what he does, as fucking stupid as it is. I know you're killing yourself in the slowest, most painful way possible for our enjoyment, and there's a little bit of respect that comes with that. But how dope is it for Jericho to reach out, make this happen for him? And doesn't it show the heart of Jericho for even stepping in the ring with a guy like this? As dope as he is, he's not exactly known as a guy to take care of the other person if necessary. I remember when the Hardy Boys was leaving TNA and their last match, and they were speaking about how their last match, the guys made sure they took care of them. So when they got into the WWE, they was going to be good to go. Nick Gage does not have that.
He does not know.
So there's a lot of awesome going around for that.
Well, and to speak to Nick Gage, like, he just dropped the GCW title to Matt Cardona. And if that name's not familiar to you...
Zack Ryder?
Yes, Long Island Ice Z himself, Zack Ryder, is currently the GCW champion.
Look at that, he does have a set of balls.
Bro, after a fucking hellacious match. I mean, like you said, you know what Nick Gage is about. You know how he gets down. MDK all day. Bruh, he put that motherfucker through it. And
made him earn
crowd,
it.
The crowd almost rioted after he won the belt. But I mean, this is what it is. You see AEW making these connections, making wrestling bigger than just one company, which is something WWE could have did. And
now they're getting a Friday night show? Are they poking the bear?
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. I said, okay. All right. Okay. So, right. There are rumors floating in the ether right now. One of the biggest rumors, considering the fact that on August 20th, AEW Rampage is going to be in this little city called Chicago. And interestingly enough, they were interviewing Darby Allin, and he said something very, very interesting, a specific chain of words. He said, AEW is where you go to prove that you're the best.
Ooh.
And that goes for everyone. Even if you claim you are the best in the world. And my soulless, cold ice box of a heart fluttered a little bit. Because if there was ever a time on August 20th in Chicago for a certain person to show up.
Okay, God, you're dragging it. I'm gonna tell you something. You're not gonna like it. I always fucking hated CM Punk. Always hated it.
I've always hated you, but we get along just fine.
I never liked him. Never liked him. I never thought he was that great.
What don't you like about him?
He does have a very punchable fucking face. That's one.
which makes him an awesome heel.
He is a great heel.
Natural.
And that's also what makes him effective. He's easy to hate, but he's not like The Rock. It's easy to hate The Rock, but it's also easy to love him. I never found him easy to love. I always found him, I don't know. He just never sat right with me. He's not a bad wrestler, but I wouldn't put him up with some of the elites, even with some of the big guys, like a Triple H, who is a fantastic wrestler, but Triple H is no like Rob Van Dam, or but I would never. Triple
H is a fantastic wrestler.
Not technically.
Okay, he's a good entertainer,
right? Like Shelton Benjamin is a great wrestler. Rob Van Dam is a great. Jerry Lynn are great wrestler. Triple H is a great wrestler in that branch of wrestlers. Like Stone Cold. Stone Cold's a great wrestler, and how he works the mic and what he does. But you put him against a Jeff Hardy or somebody like that, or Yoshihito Tajiri. Those guys are very athletic. I'm not saying that Triple H isn't. I think you know what I'm saying. There's two different branches of when it comes to best wrestlers.
Okay, so my train of thought here is we're spending way more time on wrestling than I thought we were going to.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so you can have, and it's not about size. To me, it's not even about athleticism. It's about moveset. It's about entertainment level. It's about mic skills, of course. Which I think is like undervalued, but I don't know. It's weird. Like Finn Balor is a perfect example of somebody who has almost everything.
Almost.
Because as much as I love Finn Balor, I love his entrance, I love his moveset, I love the look, the everything, the demon, that shit is great. Not until this latest run in NXT did I give a fuck what he had to say on the mic. Like, he just was dry as shit to me. But this past run in NXT, boy, did he find his fucking voice.
Well, a lot of that was because when he was in NJPW, he didn't have to work the mic that much. The way the Bullet Club ran out there was fucking 8 Brock Lesnar's going out there fucking shit up all the time.
Gang. They just ran in there and fucked shit up. Like,
you know what? The thing about it is, and I still don't watch as much wrestling as I should, or as much as I want to, but this has got to be one of the more exciting times for wrestling.
Absolutely.
And I'm excited for it. I wish I loved it as much as I used to. I just don't, but I always do like poking my head in and staying abreast of the current wrestling landscape.
Honestly, I think the best way, if you don't have the time, if you don't have the, it's not really sparking you like that, just find 1 or 2 YouTube channels that like recap the shows. It's almost as good as watching it.
I do that with basketball and baseball. I love baseball, but I do not have the time to watch Yankees get blown out by 6 runs by the Blue Jays. It's too fucking long. So the condensed games is my favorite shit.
Yeah.
Because I get the whole game in 15 minutes.
Yeah, and this is what, like, Wrestle Talk, what's the other one we watch? And What Culture Wrestling. Those are two of my favorites.
I'm subscribed to them. All right, let's go ahead and bring this show in. Damn, we did spend quite a minute on wrestling. I do not regret it. All right, guys, what's really good? I am MTV Malik. He is Ace Metaphor. This is 224 The Basement. I am not prepared for today. I didn't study for this at all.
Fantastic. That means that we can actually do what we originally intended with this show and just talk shit as if we were in the fucking basement.
Okay, let's talk some shit. Oh, I'm going to lean back. Y'all guys getting the side view. Let's hold up.
Okay, all right. And this is perfect because you didn't see it and I did. Okay.
So the movie is Space Jam 2. And it was my idea.
It was.
But let me tell you what happened. Some shit happened. I forget exactly what happened. Like shit was just crazy in the house. I was supposed to watch it with the kids, but it was getting late and I had work the next day. So the kids watched it without me, which is fine.
What was the vibe?
They enjoyed it. It's 4 kids. I mean, two of them's in high school. So, they probably wouldn't have loved it as much as we did when the first Space Jam came out. We was at the right age for that. The problem with that, what happened with that was once they already seen it, it was kind of hard for me to go and watch it like without them. Like I've been meaning to watch Toy Story 4 and The Incredibles 2 forever. And if I'm not watching it with kids, it's hard for me to sit down and watch that shit by myself.
Toy Story? Nah, it's over for that shit. But
I love the first 2. The third one was kind of iffy, but I heard the fourth one was like super good. And I heard it was a great way how they wrapped everything up.
So it's over.
Yeah. So they said
I might actually watch that then.
Well, yeah, and, you always want to watch how something finishes. Finish writing it out. This 25-year journey, but. You know what? You haven't seen it. Did you see Fast and Furious?
Fuck no.
This is perfect. Why don't you talk to me about Space Jam and I'll talk to you about Fast and Furious?
Okay, so Space Jam. Not that bad.
I wasn't expecting it to be bad.
It honestly, and this is crazy because like I didn't go back and rewatch Space Jam, but I watched like a couple YouTube videos about it. And the comparison between the two, the easiest comparison that I can make is the original Space Jam was a prolonged commercial with some cameos, right?
Right.
It was, it was in a time where like, Looney Tunes was still popping. We still gave a fuck about them. Dope. This Space Jam actually had a story to it. Like, one that mattered, one that could mean something to fathers and sons, mothers and daughters. Like, it could mean something. Was it super fucking cheesy? Absolutely. What did you expect? Was it a commercial for every fucking property that Warner Brothers owns? Fuck yes. It was their movie. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. But it wasn't bad. Like, it was an enjoyable fucking film. Like, I laughed. I actually fucking laughed.
That's good. I didn't expect it to be bad. I know LeBron has a lot of haters for why. Who the fuck knows? But I wasn't expecting it to be bad. First of all, LeBron isn't the worst actor in the world. I seen him in Trainwreck. He held his own pretty well against comedy heavyweights. His timing was on point, and he did well, which is about as much as you can ask for him. Right? Not everybody is meant to be an actor. So
I think it honestly, and it's funny too. I was watching the Honest trailer for Space Jam, and the comparison that they made, it's Hook. This entire movie is Hook with Robin Williams.
Hook was amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing. Rufia. It's still good.
Toon Squad.
Like, I watched Hook like 3 years ago, and I remember after I was done watching it, I was like, "Yep, still holds up." The aesthetic is a little off, but if you get it and like kind of remastered a little bit, still holds up.
And that's the thing. Like and this is something I realized about myself. I feel like I already knew this, but if nothing else, this movie definitely confirmed it for me. I'm just a simple guy who likes to like things. I don't want to find holes. Were there holes in this shit? Absolutely.
Look at Looney Tunes.
I don't care. There's enough reality in reality. I don't need to sit here and needle through every little fucking thing that involves cartoon characters dragging people into their work. Like, come on,
Hold
man.
on,
Just fucking enjoy it.
1 second, I'm trying to write down everything you're saying. I'm going to say this all to you about Fast and Furious.
And you know what? Honestly, from what I've heard, from what I, videos and stuff like that I've seen, because I don't watch videos about things that I intend to watch until after I've watched it. But like Fast and the Furious, I didn't plan on watching it, so I've seen stuff online, and I'm just like, yeah, this seems like a natural progression for things. They went to space.
Not.
Yep. Like
it's not. Now, I'm a fan of the real quick, 2 thumbs up for Space Jam.
Yeah, no, I would definitely, I'll give you that. Definitely. Fucking check that shit out.
I will. God, I gotta get one of the kids to sit next to me while I do it though.
What do you got until like, I think it's like August 13 or August 15th or something?
I have a VPN and a wired in server. I can watch it whenever the fuck I want to.
Never fucking mind. As you were, sir.
So I am a fan of the Fast and Furious. I have a stupid tradition where I've seen all of them in the movies. Wills knows what happened the first time I went to go see it. It was fucked up, had to leave. Second time, we ended up having to push it back. Finally went to go see it yesterday. I'm a fan of the Fast and Furious, but I know exactly what it is. I know what I'm getting. Right. I'm not expecting Gone with the Wind here. Exactly. So I'm fully aware. Now, it was a enjoyable movie. I was able to turn my brain off and sit there and vibe out for 2 hours with some ridiculous shit. Dope. And one thing to me came abundantly clear. And that was the producers, the director, and the actors, everybody who had a part in making this film has zero respect for their audience. Zero respect. Did they give us what we expected? Sure. But they do not love us. They don't respect us. They think that we are all 16-year-old meth heads who say racist things online.
Whoa, wait. Whoa.
Okay. I might be doing a little bit too much there. But they don't think that we have any intelligence.
Wow.
The whole story. Okay, you go from The Rock to John Cena. That's a downgrade anywhere.
Yikes. Well, I mean, this is, okay.
That's a downgrade anywhere out of Survivor Series. Like, come on. Like, you went from The Rock to John Cena. Now you're trying to convince me that, okay, I got so much shit to talk about. John Cena looks nothing like Vin Diesel.
Mr. Vincent Diesel Fuel.
Even worse. There's an actor who plays young John Cena. Young John Cena is played by an actor named Finn Cole, who I actually know a lot of because I watch Animal Kingdom on TNT. And I watch Peaky Blinders, and he's in both. Both of those shows are great, and I like him in both of these shows. But I have a criticism. He is the second worst actor I've ever seen in my fucking life, and that's only because I watched The Room. He is, check this out. he makes fucking Kristen Stewart look like Viola Davis.
Wait, nah, hold up. Wait.
Listen,
wait. Because there are movies I haven't watched because Kristen Stewart is in them. Like, come on, fam.
Listen. Yo, bro. He cannot emote.
At all.
At all. He just has a stupid fucking face on. And granted, I like him in the shows he's in. And that actually kind of fits the roles that he plays. This was not one of it.
Whoops. That's a whoopsie.
And Finn fucking Cole. That's one. Two, this whole story about Dom having a brother that we never heard of is completely ridiculous with how contingent he is on family.
And that's what I kept hearing in the videos.
Same thing happened when Han got killed. They're like, wait, the guy killed Han and now he's part of the crew. And this does it. It's too much. It's too much. But you know what? That's not their fault. That's my fault for expecting a coherent movie. This is the Fast and the Furious. We're not here for that.
Right,
And
right.
I know this, but some of it still wants me to happen. And they put 2 niggas in space on a Grand Fiero on a rocket. And Cardi B was in it.
Wait.
Exactly. You know what? I used to watch Dexter.
Why was she?
And Dexter was a pretty good show. And once again, I'm not dissing this person, but Jimmy Smits shows up in like season 3. As soon as I seen it, I was like, oh, there we go.
I'm out.
Because once Jimmy Smith shows up in your show, he comes to kill that shit. At least for me. Jimmy Smith is a great actor and all, but once I see him, it's like, fuck out of here.
So fuck jumping the shark. He is the shark.
Exactly. I expected so much. Tyrese actually really got to shine more. The way, and they brought in the Tokyo Drift crew, and they were relegated to fucking just side clowns, just Daffy Duck on the side. Now, Tokyo Drift, once again, isn't Gone with the Wind. It isn't The Godfather.
Right.
I felt that these characters deserved a lot more respect. Three Stooges, Slug, on point. The 3 fucking, that's it right there. They're the 3 fucking Stooges. And even though it wasn't a great movie, I felt like these characters should have been treated with more respect. Or reality, the main guy from Tokyo Drift, why they didn't move him up into the Paul Walker spot a little bit never made sense to me.
Because white people would have rioted. That's why. Are you fucking serious?
He's not going to be Paul Walker. He's still going to be his character, but I thought you could have folded him right into the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you had better writers, sure, you might have gotten away with that. But
here goes even the worst part. Both him and Bow Wow look rough. They're like, damn, had the last couple of years been good to y'all? Like,
no.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but Bow Wow put on a little bit of weight. Just fine. You're a grown man nowadays. You know what I mean? He obviously eating good.
He's a dad out here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but the white guy look rough. Like, yo,
I mean,
so there's that.
If the biggest thing that you've done recently was battling against Soulja Boy in Versus,
that's not really that bad. For their time, they was running shit. But if you're a Fast and Furious fan, you're gonna like it for obvious reasons. If you're not, then there's no reason to go see any of this shit. I mean, it is what it is in all of the worst fucking ways. Michelle Rodriguez, really? Because I like her. She's kind of a badass, but no one thinks she's a great actress.
Right. And you know what? Okay. So
she's not in Peaky Blinders like Finn Cole.
Let me get out of my feelings, because I saw Michelle Rodriguez's name and I was just like, I love her. Go fuck yourself. That's not how I feel. That's not how I actually feel. Being objective about it, no, I would never put her in like some crazy like leading role. Which, as a matter of fact, there was a movie that I watched, I want to say on Netflix, where like some dude had her face or she had his face, and she was an assassin or something. It was a terrible fucking movie and I didn't even finish it. But proof that she probably shouldn't be the leading person in a thing.
It's not even so much that. She has just been typecasted as the tough chick. And unfortunately, unless she has some kind of career renaissance where she just picks, some random like Game of Thrones role that can completely change her perception, it's the main reason why Josh Hartnett turned down all those Marvel movies. Like they asked him to be the Hulk and like Captain America and shit. He's like, no, I don't want to be typecasted. Now you're typecasted as a B-lister, so go fuck yourself.
I'm so glad that you brought that shit up, because there's nothing in this world. I'm pretty sure that I've said this before in several hundred other situations, but fuck it, it bears repeating. I can't fucking stand these holier than thou actors who are just like, oh, I don't want to play a superhero. And these motherfuckers have existed since before your parents were fucking born. Okay.
Facts.
These fucking characters are great. You want to go play Shakespeare and shit like that. Bro, if you get the opportunity to be Batman, you be fucking Batman. Period. That's it. Like,
speaking of Kristen Stewart, her former dick appointment is now going to be Batman. And I'm not going to lie, so far with everything we've seen, it looks like it's going to kill. Now, don't get me wrong, he's no Ben Affleck, who is still out here just winning on every fucking level. God, Ben Affleck is winning. Did you see him and J-Lo redo the shoot where he's rubbing her butt on a boat? He's rubbing J-Lo's butt on the boat. He winning.
So you actively want me to wish death upon you? Is that what you're aiming for? Or like
Ben Affleck, while we're here arguing in our parents' basement, he's rubbing J-Lo's butt on the boat. He winning.
That's not where either of us are. What are you talking about? Like, what? How you gonna shit on us and lie? Like, what the fuck?
Nah, no, trust me, I try to make myself look as poor and pathetic as possible. I drive a Benz now. Niggas looking at me funny.
I was about to say, yeah, we heard your Benz woes, so.
I be forgetting my wallet for no, I be in the store like, oh, I forgot my wallet. Yo, can I get you next time? They're like, what? Nigga, fuck out of here, nigga.
But nah, like, I honestly, I wish that people would, and okay, you know what? Let me segue this, okay? Follow my logic, right?
Okay.
So you have these actors who look at, you know, superheroes as if it's less than, right? I look at Black American culture the same way. You know, everybody wants to say, like, you know, we need to go back to Africa. We need, you know, Africa. And I'm like, you know, that's cool. But could we show some respect to what we built here? Like, we have
100%.
We have built a culture in America that literally runs the fucking world at this point. Like, there's no place in this world that hip hop has not touched. The style, the clothes, the music, nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't understand how people could have something so great right in front of them. Something that is more recent, something that's more attached to who we are right now. And they want to throw it away for, you know, Shakespeare or, you know, Aristotle or, you know, whatever. And it's like, nah, but bro, you could be Batman, you could be Superman, you could be Wolverine, you could, like, these
and
are
Warner Brothers is looking for a Black Superman.
Like, there's so much that exists now, so much that we've done now that is great. And I feel like we overlook our more recent accomplishments because there's some, I don't know, there's some royalty, there's some grace, there's some eloquence to the past that I guess we can't possess because we're still alive. I don't know, man.
It's all perception, because a lot of that stuff is viewed as classic, is viewed as valuable. And unfortunately, us as Black people, still a large amount of us, and us overall as a society, as a culture, still look to white validation. And when it's all said and done, niggas still want a Grammy, niggas still want an Oscar, and you know what? And niggas were snubbed the BET and the Soul Train Awards for it.
The BET Awards, absolutely. But the Soul Train Awards, like,
I wasn't trying to be literal, but
yeah. Like, to have, you know, the whole Black community behind you, it's like, whatever. But this white dude does a cover of your song and you're like, oh, I made it. Like, and that's bullshit, man. Like, that.
It's bullshit.
Fuck DaBaby.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I mean, okay. Before we jump into DaBaby,
okay.
Do we want to jump
now?
Do we want to jump straight into DaBaby, or do we want to talk about Lil Nas X? I think Lil Nas X is gonna be a little bit easier to swallow. Pause. Take the third pause this podcast.
Yo, so okay, when you first sent me that video, what was it? Lil Nas X and Harlow?
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow, right. When you first sent me the video, I was like, I'll get around to this. I'm sure there's gonna be some joke shit, whatever. So me, Rayshawn, and my dude David, we were upstairs, we were chilling, we were drinking, and she played it as a joke. She played it for David because like he's not like big into hip hop or anything like that. So she played it, and yo, that shit's a banger. Like that shit,
Yo,
that shit hard as fuck.
I already heard the song, so I already knew the song was kind of dope. I was just like, all right, where's he going with this? And I saw the little snippet, and the snippet was just him in court. He's going to jail because of the Satan shoes. All right, first off, here goes a dope shit. He's making all of these videos. He does the treatment for all of these things and finds a director who can bring it to life.
Smokes him every
now,
time.
Two, it's a good video. Despite how you
Absolutely.
may feel about certain things, it's a good video. And let me tell you something. It's a good video, and it's not that hard to have a good video nowadays because 90% of all music videos suck. I mean, back in the day, videos used to be fucking great. I mean, remember the Victory video?
Bro, if you didn't have Hype Williams directing your video,
my
that shit was
God.
gonna be garbage. Like...
So the song was a banger, but so much stuff has come out of it just because of the nature of everything. First off, I absolutely love how effortlessly he just pisses everybody off.
Oh my
so
God.
many people, just so effortlessly.
But people make it so easy. Like they get so in their feelings about every little fucking thing that he does, as if dudes haven't been basically live fucking women on stage for years. But he glances, just grazes another man, and everyone's like, gay agenda. Ah.
Exactly. So these are the biggest things. The dancing in the shower scene. He's dancing in the shower with all of these naked guys. And, of course, the gay agenda, and he's, making black people look bad. So there's that. There's two, Jack Harlow got a lot of hate because it's like, yo, why is this video so gay? And here comes Jack Harlow in the cell away from all the gay shit. And he has a girl in there with him.
Because
like,
he's not gay.
Like Jack Harlow was like, it's funny because he hopped on Twitter. He was just like, hey, Lil Nas X wrote the treatment for this whole video. If he wanted me dancing in a shower, I would have done it. I thought that was the
Respect.
I thought that was a perfect response. And even more better, I fucking believe him.
Yep, absolutely.
And three, so after and this ties into DaBaby shit a little bit. They're just listen, when Lil Boosie and T.I. and DaBaby come out and they're supporting your version and your side, you probably need to apologize. Because T.I. hops out and he's just like, oh, Lil Nas X out here speaking his truth. How come DaBaby can't speak his truth? And here comes Boosie. Boosie actually called Lil Nas X, he called him, a FAG on one of his lives. Like, that word is, I use that word a lot. And I'm not going to say I've 100% taken it out of my vocabulary, but if I do use it, it's really only with the tiniest, smaller group of people, mainly the people we grew up with.
Right.
But it has become really a nasty word. Even Eminem has finally learned his lesson after he threw it on his last album 2 albums ago. It's time to stop it. And using that in a public setting and using it against somebody who is actually gay is wrong on so many levels. It's no good anymore. Certain things just isn't pop anymore. You can't say FAG. You can't call people retarded. Can't use the N-word. Stop.
And this is what I want to say it pisses me off, but it doesn't. I don't think I get angry. I think I just get upset because we have all of this Black unity going on, and there's this voice of Black women who have been saying that they don't and they can't fully trust Black men. And as a Black man, of course, I'm taken aback. I don't feel offended because I feel like I'm not in that. I feel like they're not talking to me, but I'm just like, damn, that sucks. Like, we're so close to this unity that we're looking for, and it's like, it's my side of the fence that's fucked up. And then DaBaby exists, T.I., Lil Boosie, Tory Lanez, all of this
Yo, let me tell you something.
Cancer of Black men, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I get it. I wouldn't trust us either.
This whole thing going with Tory Lanez, DaBaby, Lil Boosie, and T.I., they are about to be the fucking Doom Patrol. They're going to be the Legion of Doom.
Right.
They are some fucking villains. They are the bad guys, literally. And it's funny because, like, people like 50 Cent was looked at as a bad guy for totally different reasons. You guys, like...
I thought 50 was bad, but Jesus, Joseph and Mary, like...
So, talk to me about... we all know what Tory Lanez did, but talk to me what DaBaby did.
So, this fucking ass clown. Okay, so starting with Twitter, he had this back and forth with Meg The Staillion on Twitter when, you know, she was trying to update people on what was going on, you know, explaining what the situation was and all of this shit. And I want to say it started with...
Okay, so with the Twitter thing, what happened is Tory Lanez put out a promo for his single Scat with DaBaby.
That's it.
She was, and then they're just like, damn, Tory, you know, because Meg The Staillion and DaBaby have done several songs together.
I know they have at least two, and
yeah,
one is definitely gonna come up.
So what happened is she was like, oh, that song is old, you know, and it hasn't been cleared.
Right.
The song comes out, the video comes out. Actually, the song, fucking banger. The song comes out, and so is the video. The video is wild as shit.
I wouldn't know.
But, you know, and so she was just like, damn, you know, you say one thing in private and public. And he was just like, you know, you can take your stance without feeling like I'm against you. They unfollowed each other. They're not friends. At Rolling Loud, he does a song that he did with Megan, brings out Tory Lanez as a special guest, and then does the next song is a song he did with Megan.
But what made it so bad is Meg was on stage right before him.
And there's that too.
So she comes off stage, she's backstage getting her shit together, drinking her water.
Does she have a restraining order?
And that brings me to my next point. Because you have these motherfuckers, you know what? Let's just go there. You have these niggas out here doing this petty bullshit and completely overlooking the legalities of the situation. So it's like, now this will be another situation. Now, if Tory get caught up, you know, breaking a restraining order, breaking a protection order, and, you know, he gets a fine, he goes to jail, whatever, you're going to have all these, oh, free Tory, oh, they locked up another good black man. No, the fuck they didn't.
Just like I said with the shorty who was racing, you knew the rules and you broke them. There's consequences to that. In this case, if this rule isn't stupid, you assaulted a woman.
He shot a woman. He shot her. And his only, and this is okay. So I looked up the you know, the ruling and shit. So there's a ruling that says that Tory and his people cannot speak about the case. He's under a gag order. So that came months after Meg, you know, made her statement on her IG Live. She said Tory did it, blah, blah, blah. He had mad fucking time to say his piece and said, fuck all. But once the judge said you can't talk about it in public, then he want to be like, oh, well, I would talk about it, but they won't let me. You had nothing to say. Yo, and then when he did,
shit is at an all-time high.
Apparently what he did say to her was, yo, you know, my bad. I was just so faded. I was so drunk. Your excuse for shooting a woman was that you were drunk?
Yo, here goes the crazy shit. Imagine if he would have shot Taylor Swift. He would have been lynched. Dead. He would have been lynched. They would have never let him out.
But we have, and this is the fucked up thing. One level of fucked up is we have black men defending him on social media. The next level,
it's ridiculous because it's not that hard. Don't defend a nigga.
The next level of fucked up is there are women defending him. And I'm just like, you can't. But you know what? There were also women defending R. Kelly. So it's just like...
Still is.
Right. Right. So it's just like, this is why we can't get to where we need to be, because dumb shit like this divides us when, and I mean, a lot of the world is very, very gray. There's at least 13 shades of gray according to Stained, but this is black and white. Like, he's fucking dead wrong.
And when it's all said and done, right is right and wrong is wrong. He shot a female. It's wrong. And anybody, and she has a right to feel hurt. She had a good relationship with DaBaby, thought they was friends.
Right.
And she has a right to feel hurt. She has a right to feel hurt about this whole situation, because Absolutely. It seems like her getting shot isn't taken as serious as it should.
Oh, well, because she didn't die. Because clearly in the hip hop community, we only respect those who get shot and died.
You know what? That's why I love this whole give people their roses now. I love that right now. Give them their flowers now while they're still here to enjoy it. I love how I just love that whole aspect of it, because people do deserve it.
And honestly, like, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm some huge Meg fan. I'm not gonna act like I ride around listening to her shit and all of that. You know,
I don't, but still.
Right. But it's like, you know, she has shit that is empowering a lot of women, is making a lot of women feel real good about themselves, is putting the battery in their back to go do good shit. Fuck that. I'm with that all day. You know, they you know, the TikTok dances and stuff like that. You got, you know, the whole black creator boycott that's going on and shit like that. Like, that's a lot of those fucking dances are off of her songs. I'm with the shits. So it's like,
here goes the funny thing is, I wonder when people are going to realize it's not even difficult to support black women. It's easy. They give us so much. Pick something and back them up.
Bruh.
Pick something and back them up. It's not that hard. You don't got to support everything 100% with 100% of your energy. Pick a couple of things, back them up. It's not that hard. Shout out to the black woman out there holding it down.
Yo,
all right. Yeah, let's get into some trailer talk. Some trailers dropped, and I want to talk about them.
You can talk about them all you want to. I didn't watch either one because I plan on seeing those movies.
So you didn't watch the trailer?
I don't watch trailers because trailers fuck up movies.
Well, one, this is Jackass. So,
I don't give a fuck about that. Yeah, I didn't watch that because I didn't care.
So you want to know something crazy about Jackass? I completely stopped watching Jackass one night, and I think it was and it was definitely, Jackass was one of those great shows that, you know, always came on MTV. You could just turn it on whenever, and it was fun. It was always a good time. But I had to stop watching it.
Okay.
Because one time I was super drunk, I was stoned, I was crossfaded.
Oh no.
And I don't know which one it is. And they had this scene where they was like chugging milk. And just watching them chug it and watching it and hearing them throw up made me throw up in my bed. Just watching the shit.
Okay,
and I couldn't
that's the end of that.
It's just because I kept hearing him go, and it was just the worst. And I was just like, and I've not watched anything Jackass since.
Yeah, it's probably a good call.
But you know what? I don't know why watching these guys getting fucked up at 50, it excites me a little bit. I kind of just can't wait till this comes out.
What the fuck? You could just watch ridiculousness and call it a day. Like, why this? Why does this move
because
you?
I watch another show on MTV and they play it's ridiculous 23 hours a day, and whatever one show comes out for that day. It's 23 hours of ridiculousness and the Jersey Shore, 23 hours of ridiculousness, and then the challenge. You know, what the fuck? In all reality, I don't dislike him, but I found no reason to like Rob Dyrdek. I don't like dislike him or anything. I just don't like him.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, I don't find him very interesting. Even though I think he's a hard worker and I think he's very creative. But he brought Chanel's West Coast laugh into the mainstream.
Can I make a confession?
What's up?
I fuck with Chanel West Coast.
As a rapper?
As all of the above. Really? I don't mind the laugh.
I haven't heard any good songs from her. I heard a couple, and
I
some
like
of
her
them I found just
songs.
passable as songs.
They're little catchy little ditties and shit. Like,
It's a catchy little number.
yeah, I mean, like, it's what I would expect, like she has like, little party songs and shit like that, which is weird that I like them. I always find it weird when I like party songs because I don't fucking party, but I don't know. I'm with the shits. Maybe it's just because she's a cute blonde
I'm not
girl.
gonna
I
knock
don't
it.
know, man.
Listen, man, this is the person who, to this day, can sing to you every Michelle Branch song ever made.
Wait,
Still
hold
can.
on. Hold on.
Even the record shit.
You
even the
should
broken
be
bracelet.
able to. You should be able to.
But I'm
okay?
a huge fan, and I'm not really her demographic.
Yeah, but she's fucking amazing.
She is so
come
great.
on.
So great. Still putting out.
Vanessa Carlton thought she was gonna get there, but she just never quite got there.
You know what? That album was I was so mad about that because I love Vanessa Carlton, and I love that album. I love both of those albums, and just to see her reduce to this 1,000 Mile song, which keeps getting remade, was featured prominently in White Girls, and now even more with the Who I Smoke song. And she is such a better artist than that.
People will never know.
Vanessa Carlton, Michelle Branch, and Avril Lavigne were some of the best female musicians at the time. And they had to go directly against Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, and I believe the other one at the time was Stacey Oricio, but she just kind of faded. She had that one song stuck.
I was gonna say Mandy Moore, but okay.
Mandy Moore. I don't know why I'm thinking Stacey Oricio. I don't even know if that's really
no. Paramore is a whole different. That's a whole nother thing that goes super hard on its own.
Paramore got more bigger a little bit later, and trust me, you will find no Paramore slander here.
Absolutely Paramore is fucking not.
Paramore is official.
Salute.
And here goes the funny thing. I hardly listen to any of their singles, but Ain't It Fun is still one of my favorite songs in the whole fucking world. Favorite song. I actually have a video of all of the kids. They learned how to sing Ain't It Fun.
Love it. Fucking love it. If you have that video, I need that video. I need that for my soul.
Have you? Yeah, that video was amazing.
No. Of the kids, of your kids singing, I want that. I want that energy in my life. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's definitely official. Paramore's amazing. Fucking awesome.
What the fuck were we talking about? Shit, how did we get here?
Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and take it a step back. Let's touch on DaBaby. DaBaby even got, we totally missed DaBaby getting a shoe thrown at him for bringing Tory Lanez out, which was fucking hilarious because he dodged and goes, "Who threw that busted ass Adidas?" Which was just a funny sequence of events. Then he goes on
we were on trailers, by the way. Thank you, Slug.
Well, yeah, but you didn't see him, so I don't want to sit here and describe the Ghostbusters trailer that obviously has Dan Aykroyd in it.
Oh my fuck me! Why would you?
It's Ghostbusters. He's making the movie.
I don't know anything about it other than it exists. You would know
if you watched the trailer.
And that's why I didn't watch the fucking trailer. Do you see this circle of nonsense we're in now?
The point of the trailer is to get you excited for the movie.
I'm already excited for the movie when they told me it was happening.
Okay, fair enough. I will stop talking about it. But yeah, so DaBaby goes on about, what was it? He's like, put your cell phone light on. If you ain't sucking dick in a parking lot, just some, HIV shit. And then Elton John dropped the hammer on him.
Bruh.
Elton John
got in that ass, and in the most respectful, like, Sir Elton John way possible.
He didn't even spank him. He hit him with the, "I'm not mad, I'm disappointed."
Yes. And you know what? I scrolled through the comments of the Twitter thread where, he was talking about DaBaby's remarks, about HIV, about homosexuality and stuff like that, which I have no intention of repeating here because, again, fuck DaBaby. But someone made a really good point, and they were like, Eminem changed his ways after talking to Elton John. I feel like if DaBaby just sat down and talked to Elton John, we might see the man afterwards. And I'm like,
here goes the thing. Where the fuck are your publicists at? Where is the adults in the group that
cashing
stops
checks? What do you mean? Controversy sells, but it ain't like death.
Jesus. God, that's fucking morbid. Considering his brother killed himself and DaBaby has well-known at least murdered one person.
Shout out to Jadakiss for giving us that real shit. Controversy sells, but it ain't like death. Honestly, and this is what we've been seeing for how long? You have these record labels that pull these people into, you know, these mega stages that they're not prepared for. There's no media training. There's no, you know, coaching, anything like that. They just let them do whatever they want. When they go to jail, they find 5 more that sound just like them.
And now he's losing endorsements. They're pulling him from shit. I mean, Jesus Christ.
And again, it goes back to the whole, like, now you're going to have at least half the Black community talking about, oh, Jesus.
Oh,
excuse me.
Good there?
Yeah. No, it's whiskey. It's getting all up in my chest.
My stupid ass over here sober and shit.
Damn you. But no, you're gonna have half the Black community talking about, you know, oh, you know, they're just trying to take down another strong Black man. They're just trying to take, and it's like, we have to accept when people do wrong, we have to hold them accountable. And personally, and this might sound fucked up, but I love Black people so much that I hold them to a higher degree. I expect more of them. And because we've been through so much, because we've been attacked and stolen from and beaten down, and, you know, just so much has happened to us, when we turn on other communities, when we turn on our own, again, our Black women, when we turn on our own people, you have to hold them accountable for that shit. You can't just let him rock. That's not fair.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you're fucking up, your homeboy should be the first ones telling you when you're fucking up. I think, you know, in our friend circle, maybe early on, we didn't do that as much as we should have, but for the most part, at least 75 to 80% of us grew up to be pretty fucking decent, functional members of society. I mean, come on, we know some fucked up friend groups that we came up with.
Right.
They're doing a lot worse than us.
Right.
And we can hold each other accountable without being disrespectful or combative or overly aggressive. And
well, but part of that is how you take it. You know what I'm saying? Because I could be as calm and as reasonable as I want to be, but if you perceive it as a threat and you turn up, there's nothing I can do about that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's another half of the problem, where, you know, there's one video that I saw probably years ago at this point, where this Black dude was drunk. You know, it was a Black function, and dude was drunk. He's trying to get in his car to go wherever, and this other dude is just like, yo, I'm not letting you get in the car. And he's like, yo, get the fuck out of my way, you pussy.
He had to go pick up his daughter.
Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
I bet you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And his homeboy knocked him the fuck out. He was, because he tried to calm him down. He was like, yo, you need to chill. Like, you wilding, like, you know, nah, I don't want you to drive, blah, blah, blah.
He knocked the shit out of him and then choked him out. And the whole time he choked him, he's like, yo, I'm doing this because I like you, dog. I'm doing this because I like you. It's like, you know what's worse than a DUI? The facial reconstruction surgery.
And yo, honestly, after that punch, he probably needed it.
God, he jawed the shit out of him.
He cold-cocked the shit out of him.
I get the sentiment. I don't think he needed to do that, because I'm probably not going to be friends with you after that.
I mean, but no,
you take
but
the keys and run. You don't fucking break my jaw.
Nah, but dog, like, there's a balance. There's a balance there.
There's a balance.
I think of what was it? Was it Endgame? Yeah, it was Endgame, where, you know, you got Fat Thor And Hulk goes to pick him up, and he's like, "Yo, we doing this thing, come through, whatever." And like Thor grabs him, by the shirt, and says, "Oh, I'm not going, blah blah blah." And he just like very calmly takes his hand off, because it's like, you're my friend, but I'm still the Hulk. Like, if I get mad, I'm gonna fuck up this whole town, and there will be no Asgardians left, bro. Like,
shout out to Marvel. They did Professor Hulk pretty good during that time. I really like the fact that they was able to bring out, Planet Hulk and Professor Hulk, and they did it real seamlessly. Very good job.
I just really wish they would have showed how we got that middle ground.
That is a whole, you know what that is? It's a whole fucking movie right there.
We're not going to get that because
we got Black Widow.
Well, Ruffalo already said that he's not going to do a standalone Hulk movie. He said that in the beginning.
I don't think they can. I think Universal still has rights to the Hulk.
That might also be a problem.
It might be. I'm not 100% sure. Got to double check on that. Now, before we move on to this last story, because we spent way too much time talking about wrestling.
Just talking shit. Fuck it.
Let me ask you a question. You can fight any celebrity, dead or alive. Who you got? Just a fist fight. Doesn't have to be to the death, but someone who you feel like needs an ass whooping. I know, completely out the blue.
Yeah, I wish you would have asked me this maybe like 10, 15 years ago. I feel like I would have had
the list would have been a lot longer. Now that we're older, we're just like, I just ignore them. Go about my day.
That's my answer. I usually just fuck you. Like,
I know that there's somebody or something that gets under your skin so much, you're just like, you know what? He can fucking get an ass whooping. I give you mine.
Go ahead.
And I know that there's way worse people who can get it, but George Zimmerman needs to get fucked up. Just 20 minutes, man. 20 minutes of me just swinging him around and fucking him up. Is it going to change anything? No, but I doubt anything is going to feel as good as stomping him out with Timberlands.
Okay. So if we could go there,
Dead or alive could be from any time period. You want Genghis Khan? Get him.
No.
Kublai Khan? Get him.
Wow. Honestly,
Abe Lincoln? Fuck that guy, right?
Well, I got no beef with him. He killed vampires, bro. Like, he did a lot for us.
Sorry, that fucking hat, man. Like Jim Jones. Nope, off his fucking head.
Oh my god, smack his kufi off. Fucking bullshit.
Jim Jones a fucking menace.
Bro, like I have, okay, so the first two names that popped up into my head were Harvey Weinstein and R. Kelly.
Oh, good choices.
Like,
good current choices too.
Right. Like, I just the level of scumbaggery.
You know what you need? A TLC ladder, a TLC match with those two. Triple threat TLC.
Give me that
match.
triple threat, right? Yes. Let me just go in. Like,
you know I would interfere. Malik is coming down to the ring.
It's a surprise attack.
He has a shotgun? What the fuck? Everybody get up.
Are those even legal? It's a TLC match. There's no disqualification.
You know, like, that's what I think of Nick Gage. At some point, Nick Gage is just going to shoot somebody in the face in the corner of the ring. And you're going to be like, is this extreme enough for you?
Are you not entertained?
You know, him just sawing some poor wrestler's head off like the fucking Taliban.
Oh my God.
In the middle.
As everyone chants, MDK, right? MDK.
That's where wrestling is going to go. It's just going to be fucking snuff matches. Triple H versus the Big Show to the death. This Sunday at Backlash.
Oh my God. Fuck out of WWE would never. Like,
oh God. Lord knows they got enough roster for it.
Oh shit, yeah, they could sacrifice a few and be fine.
You know, it's funny too, because I remember previously we was talking about how labels just go and they sign up all of these people just so they can't sign anywhere else. And I think it was you who just like, wait, are you talking about the labels or WWE?
It's the same shit. It's really the same shit. Like, I remember when I found out when Chanel West Coast. She was fucking signed to Cash Money.
Yeah.
For what? What? When did she get any of that Cash Money behind her? Like,
well,
I never saw her on the track with.
I think somebody from Cash Money got behind her. Somebody from Cash Money put her on the track for real.
Oh my God.
Yeah, come on. You know, come on. She gave up those sheets. She had to. Weezy F baby, and the F is for phenomenal.
No, my fuck me. You want to talk about lines I fucking hate? Like,
no, come on. That line.
G's moving silence like lasagna. You.
Now that was a good line, but that line was also very palatable for the uninitiated.
I hate my life.
All right,
I hate it here.
Last story of the day that I want to get into, and it's kind of a two-parter. One is Simone Biles has withdrawn from the Olympics and said, "You know what, guys, I'm not feeling it today." And two is one of the tweets that followed. Somebody from the Uninterrupted, a sports media company, put up. We said it once. We said it. We said it once. We'll say it again. More than an athlete, and it's Simone Biles saying, with the scripture, "Athletes are human first." Come on, autofocus.
No, I can see it. I can see it.
And Sha'Carri Richardson up top says, "I say it again, I am human." Listen, girl, we like you, but these are not the same. These are not the same thing.
No.
I get what she's saying. I am human. I made a mistake. I should be afforded the chance to move the fuck on or make amends or deal with it without having to, define me or bury me. But
by this one situation. No, but I would make the comparison because you're talking about a young woman who was under a lot of stress, who was at the top of her field, and who just lost somebody who was very close to her. Like, I can say this from experience. When my pops died, like, my pops was my best fucking friend. Like, that was my dude 110%. And if you asked me who I was for the next year, 2 years after that, I can't really tell you. I have been told that was the worst person I've ever been in my life. I was a complete and utter unacceptable piece of shit. Not the fun, oh, he's an asshole, but he's entertaining. Like, no, like, completely socially unacceptable. Just, I was the fucking worst. And you don't know. Uh-oh. Were you yawning or what the fuck was that?
So I'm so sorry because you're like talking about a real ass moment.
No, God, you got it.
Only because I was quiet, I was able to hear. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to give me a minute.
Uh-oh.
It's not that serious, but it also needs to be stopped like right now.
No, if you could break up a serious moment.
Hey, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you turn off the water in the front yard? Because it's been on for like 2 hours.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye. Only because I was quiet, I was listening. I heard the water. I was like, "Is it raining?" Like, oh, no, you watered the lawn. Well, you know what? That lawn is not going to be fucking thirsty. I'm so sorry. Please continue. I'm so terrible for that. Oh, so I get for listening.
Bro, are we at 2 hours? Are you serious? There's no way. Hold on.
No.
He's talking about the water.
We're at a little bit over an hour, but the water is at 2.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It only needed 15 minutes.
That is my favorite thing all week.
I'm like, damn, he's telling me the story and it starts raining. And I'm like, oh, nigga, it's not raining. This will be the wettest fucking lawn ever.
Oh my God.
You know, hopefully I killed all the ants.
Oh my God. They're drowned. They're all
Jesus.
fucking drowned. You have no insects
God,
in your entire lawn now.
I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow too.
Oh my God.
Oh, thank God water is cheap in Georgia.
This motherfucker got this wet ass lawn. Like,
Jesus Christ. All right. You're going
Holy
through a hard
shit.
time. You're figuring yourself out.
right.
And you're relating that to Simone Biles.
to Miss Richardson. Is that the name?
Sha'Carri Richardson.
Thank you. So for her situation, saying that she's human, the mistake that she made, I get that. Because if you talk to her 5 years from now, 10 years from now, she might not even recall making the mistake.
5 years, 10 years from now, it won't even be a rule. Like I said, weed does a lot of things. It doesn't improve your performance outside of snacks.
Wait, hold on now. And this is what I was saying before about this rule. In America, in the West, that's, you know, to us, it's like, whatever, it's weed. To the rest of the world, yeah, good fucking luck making that shit legal.
No,
And
a lot of the world doesn't trip about weed.
find me a place in Asia that does not trip out about drugs.
That's
I'll
Asia.
wait.
That's Asia.
That's a whole ass continent. What are you fucking talking about?
It is,
Like,
but
that's a quarter of the Olympics.
India doesn't really care about weed. Neither does Pakistan. Neither does Afghanistan. China does somewhat. It's still
What do you
illegal.
mean somewhat? They care totally.
Now, Japan is very anti-weed. I don't know why.
Japan, Korea, North and South, China, Thailand.
One thing they can agree on.
Like, right, exactly. The one thing that, because you have
Russia doesn't trip over weed, and China isn't as bad anymore.
Russia does fucking trip. What are you where are you getting your information from?
I am making it up on the fly, hoping you don't catch on.
Stop that. I have students in these places. You can't do this with me. Like,
damn, really? They really care about weed? Russia?
Yes. All of these places.
But if you're 6 months old, you could fill a bottle with vodka, but a blunt.
But and what you have to look at it historically. You have to look at it the same way. Okay, so for Asia, think of how opium fucking devastated Asia. How the West came over there.
Nobody told them to get high off their own supply. They should listen a little bit of Biggie.
What the fuck? No, what? We did that to them. That was the West. Well, we, not black people. But
we didn't do that shit.
Right. Like, it was the West. The West drugged the shit out of them to take advantage of them. We date raped Asia. That's what happened.
Wasn't they the ones growing this shit though?
Yeah, but we were the ones stuffing it down their faces. Doesn't that sound familiar?
I mean,
crack.
They didn't say no.
Like,
but I know you can't consent if Phelps was smoking weed at the Olympics. Yes, he was. And actually, you know what? Big props to Phelps too, because he really put his mental health on the forefront too. And he was one of the first big Olympians to do that. And he talked about stress and suicidal thoughts.
Right.
And I don't think any of us really know exactly what's going on with Simone Biles, but Jesus Christ, can you imagine how hard it must be to tell you are the reigning champ, you are the #1 person at this in the world. In fact, people very comfortably float your name as the greatest to ever do it. You got 2 moves named after you.
Right.
And to her say, not today, I gotta make sure my shit is right. I mean, that alone is so hard. The fact that, you know, a lot of these right-wing or racist people, or just people who's generally assholes, feels like she's letting people down or whatever. I'm just like, you don't have 30 championships. Shut the fuck up.
She doesn't owe you shit.
Not a goddamn thing.
Like, what she owes us is to take care of herself. She owes us to continue to live and be an example. That's, if she owes us anything, she owes us that. And for her to take this step down and be like, yo, nah, this ain't right for me, makes sense. Because honestly, the Olympics shouldn't be fucking happening right now, considering the fact that Tokyo's been through at least 4 states of emergency based on COVID. Fuck out of here.
And there's that. So, I gotta look into this twist thing that Lord Slug put up. Slug said she has twists, some shit like vertigo to get where you feel like you have to flip while in the air to get normal. So potential broken neck status. That's wild. I never even heard of that, but I did hear something about twists, but I'm not really quite sure what it is. That's wild. I'm gonna look into
check that out. Yeah.
And we can talk about it a little bit more next week.
Yeah.
Time for us to go ahead and get out of here. But before we do, I like to take you down to a little place that I like to call Choo Choo Recommendation Station. Ace, what do you got for our listeners this week?
First of all, I would like to point out the fact, because you did make a BTS reference in the group chat.
I did. We didn't even talk about BTS getting 1 billion views.
1 billion. A motherfucking billion.
A Billy. I
ain't even Army, but I fuck with that shit. But every time we do recommendation station, yeah, I'm sauced. I always do the dope, which was one of their first like really big songs. So yeah, I just want to.
It's called Dope.
Yeah. Look that. I'm gonna send you the link to that because no. I'm gonna send you the link for that.
Okay.
But anyway, so my recommendation is a show on HBO Max. Yeah.
I think I know what it's gonna be.
What?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna let you.
Okay.
Go. So
okay. Person of Interest, starring Jesus. I'm sorry, Jim Caviezel.
Oh yeah, that's an old school show. And no, I did not see that coming.
Wait, what do you mean that's an old school show?
Person of Interest, hasn't that been on for years?
It has.
Yeah, that is not new.
I
didn't know it was still going on.
I never saw it. It's new to me. Like,
I don't think it's on air anymore.
Bro, 2010, 2011.
Yeah,
how the fuck does this guy know everything? We gonna have to get Slug on the fucking show because he knows all the things. Like,
I think Slug is probably gonna be awesome to get drunk with.
Oh, I promise you he is. we used to have these things called 40 Busters, and boy, were they fun.
Oh, you know what? We're gonna need to set that up because it's looking like Wifey and the kids are gonna be leaving town for a little bit, and this is gonna be the perfect time to make a trip up there.
Hey, listen, as long as you have hand sanitizer, I'm with the shit.
I have hand sanitizer and I am vaccinated.
Fantastic. But yes,
like a decent person.
Well, I'll get there. Fuck off. So I don't give a fuck how old that shit is. I like the motherfucking show. I think it's dope. Person of Interest on HBO Max. It's a fantastic little like crime drama type situation. An episodic, like, it's like a, I don't want to say buddy cop because that makes it seem like a comedy. Procedural. Yes, that's the fucking word. And it has Taraji.
Taraji has always been amazing.
Why would you not want to see that face every fucking episode of a show that you watch? Like, just the best. So yeah, if you need something, you need a crime fix. You need to see.
It's definitely great for what I like to put as a background show. Like right now, my background show is SVU. Nothing's on, you throw in an episode of SVU. I'm watching every episode of SVU day by day. Only thing about SVU is you can't watch more than like 3 episodes in a row. Because if you do, you start feeling bad. It's only but so much kid rape you can really take.
I wouldn't put it in that category. Like I feel like Person of Interest is something like,
yeah, but it's like 9 seasons long. You can't really binge on
Is it? Oh, fuck. That's awesome. I have so much to look forward to. But no, like, I mean, but no, I find the episodes very interesting. And I find that the connecting threads, because I mean, each episode is just like a contained thing. Like the case starts, it ends, whatever, that's it. But there are certain threads that go from episode to episode. And I find those things very interesting. I find them something that I can't just, clean my room and half-ass pay attention to. Like,
yeah, that is the worst thing that I have. When I watch TV, I have to watch TV. I gotta watch everything. I can't do other shit.
How dare you make me pay attention?
I got so much other. I mean, can you imagine if I could just sit there with my laptop, watch some shit playing in the background? I would be fucking great. You said this is on. I think it was on CBS when it first came out. You said it's on what now?
It's on HBO Max.
HBO Max.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So for mine, it's this little animated feature that I've seen. It's on Cartoon Network. It's called Rick and Morty. I'm not gonna be surprised if this actually.
Are you for fucking serious?
No, I'm not. All right. My shit is Animal Kingdom. I've already talked about it a couple of times. It got Finn Cole in it. Season 5 just started. To give you the elevator pitch, it is Point Break, almost. It's about a surfing family. They, instead of just having regular jobs, they pull jobs. And they pull jobs. The whole family's kind of fucked up. They got a matriarch who is really, really old.
How is that funny?
But really fuckable.
Okay. There's the laugh. Okay.
And she's always has like this innuendo about her, and she seems to be a little bit too comfortable with the kids, and it's just it's you just gotta watch it. It's just
yikes.
Yeah. And so the grandson, his mother ODs, and he goes to live with this family, and they're pulling jobs, and he gets with his non-acting ass gets fucking enveloped in all of this. The show is actually pretty decent. By season 5, it's starting to taper a little bit. So it looks like it has maybe 1 or 2 more seasons left in it. But it seems to be getting watched a lot. So this is on TNT. Season 5 just started. Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom. There we go. Okay, cool. I hear animal, I think crossing, and I can't help myself. Animal Kingdom. Got you. Okay.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us. Next week is going to be our last live for probably a little bit because the challenges come in, and that's going to take our Wednesday slot, but we're not going to fully disappear. We're just going to be a little bit more sporadic. We'll try to put something out there to give you guys plenty of time before we go out. So at least a couple of days in advance. But thank you all for listening. We won't abandon you for a long time ever again. We are here to stay.
I'll still be around, and I promise you I will drag Rayshawn in front of this camera and make her do things.
That'd be dope.
We're fine. Yes, you heard me.
Also, if you're a fan of the challenge, catch me on Love Word Challenges. We're on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, everywhere that you listen to podcasts. That's going to do it for us. Once again, I am MTV Malik. He is Ace Metaphor. This is 224 The Basement. Good night.